Shut up, chicken!
Ain't no fucking way. Digital footprint? Nah. Digital gunprint. Bro, it's over. What the fuck am I doing for content? It's over. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Bro already had the audacity to add an intro after that intro. Man, that last God pose, the way I was sitting on my knees and smelling the candles, I did not know my body was capable of that. A straight male from Iran living in Germany doing this shit? With every new video, I have to beat the intro of the last video, so I guess it is what it is. In Rise of Kingdoms open field, we have many types of players. We have noobs, we have pros, we have cheaters, and we have god tier players like myself and 𝒟𝒹𝓆𝓆 who just hit 35 billion kill points in a single KVK. Like genuinely, what the fuck is that? Does 𝒟𝒹𝓿 really feed that good? Man, imagine your kingdom is famous for feeding one player 35 billion kill points and counting in a single KVK. 𝒟𝒹𝓿, I gotta hand it to you, man. Congratulations. Bro's feeding is so good, they can solve the world hunger. Yo, this video is about open field. Why am I cooking 𝒟𝒹𝓿? Anyways, guys, welcome back to a new Daddy Furious video. Let's talk about every single noob, pro, hacker, and god marches for every single unit type in open field as of April 2026. Starting with infantry, the noob march I see people are still using in the game is none other than Ragnar with CP Prime. First of all, Ragnar CPO, even with Wedge 2.0, is ass, okay? And I'm assuming, and let me take a wild guess, okay? You are using this march with Wedge 1, which is even more ass. So this is indeed in the noob category, and if you're using this march, you are a certified noob. As for infantry pro category, it goes to CPO with 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆. And if you're using this march, well, my friend, you are a pro. And the reason CPO 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆 is so good is because CPO has a support tree which has a lot of tankiness and march speed, especially after the support tree update. And with 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆, they just work really well together, and it was a meta march back in 2024 before 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆 Prime, before 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆, before William Wallace came to the game. And this march is much better than 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆, Alex, or anything else, or even CPO with Ragnar. If you want to use CPO primary in hopes to resurrect Ragnar, my friend, you are fooling yourself. Now let's go to the hacker infantry, and this march goes out to 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆 with 𝒟𝒹𝓿. If you are using this march, you, my friend, are a hacker, and you definitely know what's up. And as for the god tier infantry, well, of course, you all know what's coming. It is 𝒟𝒹𝓿 Prime with 𝒟𝒹𝓿. It's not 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆, it's not 𝒟𝒹𝓿 William Wallace, it is 𝒟𝒹𝓿. 𝒟𝒹𝓿, the march that goes toe-to-toe in reports with Qin Shi Huang. Well, not always, but most of the time. The first T5 that I unlocked, Cavalry. So let's talk about it. The noob march for Cavalry is Huo Juan. I cannot believe people are still using this march in 2026. Huo with Juan Prime. My friend, you are cooked. You are so cooked that the emergency call for fire departments in every town is booked. Bars, bro, bars. Even Wedge 2 cannot save this march. I had high hopes, but even I can be wrong. The pro players use these three cavalry marches, and they are Juan Arthur. Oh, this march goes crazy. Huo Arthur. Now, this march is a bit better than Huo Juan, and Juan Philip. These three marches in pro category will get you good ass reports. On God, bro, on God, on your mama. So let's talk about it. Juan primary with support tree is amazing. She gets the tankiness that she doesn't have because Juan really does not have any tankiness stats, right? All she has is attack and march speed. So with the updated support tree, it is a bit better. With Arthur, it is much better. And it is a double AoE cavalry march, unlike Huo with Arthur. Now this march is significantly better than Huo Juan, but it's nothing crazy either. It just gets the job done. And then we have Juan with Philip, who both can proc their active skills many times, and this march actually outperforms the two other marches in the pro category. However, it is a bit squishy, right? It's not as tanky as the two previous marches, so you gotta be really careful if you're using this glass cannon march. And if you are, then it will get you many kill points. Do you know what else gets you many kill points? If you're a cheater, and cheaters are using these two marches, Achilles primary, GG secondary, or Attila with Achilles, like Chatsky is using. And oh, let me tell you, this march cooks, man. This march cooks so hard. Why Achilles primary? Achilles primary because for open field, you want to put out your AoE first. If you're participating in altars, if you're swarming, in that case, you want to use GG as the primary commander. Other than that, for any open field scenario, for any murder ball, you want to have Achilles as the primary commander. And as for the second march in the cheater category, Attila Achilles, like I said, if you listen to 𝒟𝒃𝒆 for even one time, Broski always preaches about this march and how amazing this march is. And it is true. 𝒟𝒃𝒆 never disappoints. And although I don't have Attila, I just know that this march is a KP machine and they have a great synergy together. And then finally, we have the God tier for cavalry players. If you are a god, you're only using this one march and you need nothing else. This march is Arthur with Achilles. For players who are using only one cavalry march, this is all they need to be a god. Literally, Arthur Achilles, it's all you need. You don't need to have GG, you don't need to have Attila, you don't need to have Huo or Juan. Just this one combo damage, double AoE march. So just sit back and behold how it farms kills for you. With this march, just be careful that you're not using Achilles primary and Archer secondary, because in that case, I will put your ass back in the noob tier. Archers! It's your turn. Who are the noob players who are using archers? Of course, they are the players who are using Juge Hermann. This march is so ass that it makes my asshole itchy as I'm talking about it. Yes, it was a great march back in many years ago, but right now, my friend, Juge primary, especially Juge primary and Hermann who has a support tree secondary, you are just a goddamn noob. Do not chat to me. Hermann with Juge, however, okay, that's something that can be worked with, and that is a second archer march in the current meta. But the other way around, nah. Next, the pro players are using this pairing, and that is Hermann with Philip, a very nice and beautiful and elegant support march. Hermann debuffing the enemy, making them take more skill damage, which benefits Kinshi, and Philip buffing all your marches at the same time as he does best. So this is literally a great support march, and usually support marches in Rise of Kingdoms, they do not trade well, they are just there to make your other marches trade well. However, in this case, this march in particular does trade well, and that's why players who are using it as a 6 or 7 march are pro. Then we have the cheaters who happen to run archers as well. And that march is of course Kinshi with YSG. Now you might say, Daddy Furious, if Kinshi YSG is a cheater march, then who is in the God march, right? Who is running the God march? Well, the God march is Kinshi Juge, and this is not a debate. Kinshi Juge outperforms Kinshi YSG. Yes, YSG does give Kinshi a great skill damage bonus, like 60-70%. But that does not beat Juge, my little bro, my little friend, eh? This does not beat Juge. Juge is tiers above YSG. So imagine this, my little friend. You are a person in Rise of Kingdoms who is running only one archer march, and you have 4 archer commanders at your disposal. And those 4 archers are Kinshi, Juge, Hermann, and YSG. So if you're running only one archer march, you can use only 2 commanders out of those 4. And you are using Kinshi YSG, and you benched Juge and Hermann. You are the person who benched Juge for YSG. And you think you're some fucking banchut, eh? You think you're so smart, eh? Do not piss me off. So let me set the record straight. Until the new archer gets announced, the cheater march is Kinshi YSG, and the God march is Kinshi Juge. Don't try to play the fool with me, Nigesh. No, it's very bad. And finally, we have the siege players, the people who are using 1 or 2 siege marches in their lineup. Did you really think I forgot about you? Now, my friend, I got you just well enough. So, here's the tier list for siege players. Just kidding. Everyone who is using siege is a goddamn noob.